Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I want to go into endgame faction wars. So I've shown you a couple of videos on faction wars. This is literally about last level stuff now, so it's the first time I've got a team to level 21. I've just beaten level 20 with the same team, so I'm going to show you level 20 and then we're going to go into level 21. So my Undead Hordes team, it's probably my strongest team, maybe, it's got to be up there. I've got Bad L, I've got Harvest Jack, I've got Blood Gorged, I've got Scartorsis, and I've got Nephril. I've also got Morsian Mage as my backup. So the idea here, we've got 1, 2, 3 CC champs, I've got a healer, and I've got a nuker. Morsian Mage could come in as a kind of additional defensive style champ, but this works pretty well for this team. And the idea is it's just pure control of waves. It's similar to what I showed with my previous team. So the idea is we're fearing, we're reducing turn meter, which is what Nephral's A3 does. So all the turn meter's gone. I've got Blood Gorge then, who can put skills on cooldown for the team. AoE, so actually a few of them resisted. And then we've got a healer in Bad L, but who also does some damage. I've got my Scartorsis in a provoke set. So I've got 1 provoke there, 2 provokes. And the idea is you just kind of work your way through, making sure that you've got control of all of the enemies. I don't want these War Mothers to do too much to me, so I'm going to actually try and reduce their turn meter. Got a weak hit, didn't help. I can also try and play some stuns with the A2 from Nephril. So you see we're at 1, 2, 3 stuns away. My only problem right now is this one. So this War Mother is the only kind of problem. So stunned up, really low turn meter. So I'm going to see if I can nuke her with 1 shot with my Blood Gorged. Oh, I didn't quite do it. So this is a bit of a problem for us, but I do have 2 people that can clear this off. So at Bad L, but his ability has been used. I've also got Scartorsis, who has got a cleanse. I'm going to do that now. It gives me a bit more health back, and it also gives me some and it also cleanses all those abilities off, and a bit of turn meter as well. So we've got stun there. This is probably my next problem. He does have a fear on, but I'm going to see if I can just take him out. We need a bit more accuracy on this guy actually, looking at that. I'm going to go for the AoE. Just so tanky, but this should take down 1. This is my next problem, so I'm going to go in here. Hopefully I get a taunt off somewhere. 1 taunt here on the Warlord. I've just got another turn meter reduction now. Nice. And at this point I don't want to start using my abilities too much because they're starting to drop. So we've got 2 provokes up, which means we're only doing A1s. Just want to take this War Mother out. Next, I'll keep this ability up now, available for next round. And the idea is we're just controlling the waves, and getting ourselves ready then for the next wave. So you see here, slowly but surely they'll be dropping. I'm not too worried about doing it that fast. I just want to clear it in a way that I get all of my cooldowns back, or as many as possible back, for the start of the next wave. And that's almost like a perfect first wave clear then, is that everyone's pretty much on full health, and we've got all of our abilities back for the start of the next wave. And that's what you need when you get to sort of level 18 plus. Yeah, it's easier than it used to be, but there's still tough opponents. You're still not going to be doing this with, you know, people without decent gear on and that type of thing. So this is a tough wave here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 Longbeards who are basically going to come in and do their kind of crazy ability that hits everybody. So the idea is we get True Fear off on as many as we can. Let's reduce some turn meter. And then I think we're just going to block skills. Resisted everywhere. His accuracy is way too low. What I'm going to do now, I could either go for provokes. I think I'm going to boost damage. I've got 1, 2, 3 people that'll boost damage on. Let's reduce turn meter on this guy if we can get it. Yeah, that's nice. Now we've got potential to stun here. 1, 2, 3, 4 stuns. That's brilliant. Now we've got increased damage and crit now on this Blood Gorge. So he's the only guy who's not stunned. So again, let's try and nuke. See ya! There we go. And now we're kind of in the driving seats. Everyone's stunned up. I can just kind of pick my fights. I think we're going to go AoE damage. Get block buffs up. Not that I don't know if these guys even buff actually, but and then we're just going to go with decent affinity attack. So I don't want to go negative affinity if I can help it. But really my next problem, these Longbeards aren't a problem if there's not many allies, because their ability pulls their allies in for an attack. If there's no allies left, then it's pretty much a non-event of an ability. So you see here, it's so clean. So far, I don't even know if we've been attacked. We've been attacked like once or twice or something. And yeah, look, I've got great champions here. This is, as I say, it's my best team. But the reason why they're such a good team is not because of how hard they hit. I've only really got one person who's hitting hard in this team. It's because of the amount of crowd control I've got within the team, which is what you need for Faction Wars. So we're on to the last wave. Same thing, we start with the fears. Fears all around, that's great. Reduce turn meter first, which enables everyone else. Put some skills on cooldown, hopefully. Got one here. Put some poisons up. And then we're going to go for increased crit and attack. So try and reduce some turn meter. I think I'm probably on one of these Longbeards. Yeah, got it. Try and get some stuns off. 1, 2, 3, that's perfect. And now again, we're just looking for who's still up, who's going to cause me a problem. I've got the increased crit and damage. So I can either go for this guy or this guy. I think I'm going to see if I can nuke this guy. Yes! He's down. So this now should be a relatively simple clear. Because we've got 3 people stunned up, so I've only really got a problem for one guy at the moment. Still stunned there. I probably just want to get Warlord out of the way. Just because he's annoying, he's got loads of shields and stuff. Got some damage coming in, but we've got enough healing in play already. Put the True Fears back on. And at this point, we are pretty much home dry. Try and take that Warlord out. Might have enough poisons to kill him now. Go for the AoE and block cooldowns. Now I don't really want Man-Eaters to put their unkillable on because it will just elongate the fight, and actually I don't want that. I think we're going to go for cooldowns. Block, reduce turn meter, sorry. This should be the last of these guys. And that is a very clean stage 20 clear. So as I say, they're all legendaries, it's a great team. First 6-star glyph for me. So let's go on to try and take down this boss. First time I've ever tried any of the bosses, so let's see how we get on. I don't know if the bosses are just going to be too much damage for this team, but so same sort of thing really. CC and control for this first wave. At the moment we've just got True Fears on, reduce speed on everywhere, and all I'm doing is running through my abilities that are going to control the waves. I'm going to get my crit rate up and damage up, because all of these guys, 1 or 3 of these guys are attack based. Now if I throw this one on, it will give me block buffs everywhere, because they've all got True Fear on. Block buffs everywhere, see that? Let's go for some stuns. 1, 2, 3 stuns. Okay, so we've got 1 martyr still in the game. I'm going to try and, there's only this other one here that's not stunned. I'm going to try and nuke her in 1 shot. See ya! Okay, good. So we've only got 1 person to worry about at the moment. I'm just going to throw some A1s in. Got provoke off there, that's great. I'm still going to try and reduce our turn meter. So everyone's now starting to come back. I'm going to reduce turn meter again. Now where am I going? I think I'm going to try and take this damaged girl down. Don't want her hitting me really. Let's try and take her out. I know that I'm going to get the martyr counter attack up, but we do have block buffs everywhere, so that's not going to land. That's what she chooses to do. She's got True Fear anyway, that's good. Let's reduce some turn meter on this martyr. Let's do an AoE hit, should do a bit of damage. Let's try and get our True Fear back on. Okay, good, now we're back in business now. So I get some poisons going everywhere again. I need to start thinking about conserving my abilities now for the next wave. So I'm not going to use things like that, reduce turn meter there, I need it for the next turn. I'm now just going to try and take one of these martyrs down as quickly as I can. There's a lot of poisons up here, so I think the poisons are going to be close to enough to kill this one. So I think now I'm going to start going poisons over here. Spread the damage a little bit. Got an AoE hit coming in. Yep, she's down. That's probably enough poison to kill her, so I'm going to go on this guy. Got a True Fear up as well, which is good. So far, I don't think I've taken a hit. Maybe I've taken one. But you see, it's just pure control. This team is just built to control. It's not even that hard hitting, really. And damage, damage dealers are not what we knew faction wars at this sort of level. It's control. So we're going to go True Fear up. Got it on everyone. That's great. Reduce turn meter everywhere. There's no point me trying to nuke yet because I don't have my increased crit rate and damage, and I don't have the poisons up as well. Poisons makes me hit harder. Is anyone going to get a turn before me? I think they are actually. This is a bit of a tricky moment now. I don't want any of these Valks to have a turn before Jack has a turn, so I'm actually going to try. See, this ability also does give me a bit of turn meter feel, but I get more feel for removing debuffs. I don't have any debuffs on me. I don't know if I'm going to get enough turn meter feel for that to be worthwhile. I don't think I am, so I'm still going to go with my crit rate. Means they're probably going to have a turn. Oh, great. All of those True Fears hit. Pretty lucky, really. So now we get block buffs up. Try and get my stun on. If those True Fears didn't hit there, one of those guys definitely was casting counterattack, which would have been annoying. So we've got our damage, we've got our crit, we've got our nuke ability. I think I'm gonna nuke. Which one? Which one? Got stuns up on all of these. I might as well try and nuke this guy. It's the only one. Oh, didn't hit. That's what I didn't want. I didn't want that weak hit. Yeah, it's probably the wrong thing to do, really. If I didn't get a weak hit there, it probably would have killed her. So people are starting to pop back now. I'll try and reduce turn meter on this Valk. Got a fear up, which is good. Reduce turn meter on her again. Would have liked to have got a poison or two there. I didn't get them. I think I'm going to go now with my damage on this guy. He's probably the weakest in terms of defense out of this lot. Got a provoke up there. Didn't really need it there. Going to try and reduce turn meter up here. Got a fear off as well, that's good. Need this one back really. Gonna go reduce turn meter here. Maybe lay a poison or two, that's good. Go my AoE. Okay, so this guy's probably dead. I'm gonna throw my poisons up to make sure of it. That provoke there meant that it didn't use counterattack. So what do I need? This guy's dead. I think I'm going to go for remove this and get a bit of healing. That's good. I'm going to go True Fears again, just so that I don't have any worries getting through this wave. I'm not going to. Is it worth me using this? Can I use this on the boss? Yes, I can. So let's reduce turn meter here. So we're getting close here. We're 5 minutes in, getting close to the actual boss fight. It'll be the first time I've taken this boss on actually. So. Don't know if I'm strong enough to do it. That's good. They're all down. I'm going to put the block buffs up again, just so that we don't get any counterattacks coming on. And now we can start to A1 and just save my abilities for the main boss. He should be dead. And then we just got one Valk to deal with, who has got provoked on anyway, so we've not got any worries there. Okay, good, clean. So we're through to the main boss. Everyone's alive. This is where it's about to get interesting. So I've never fought this boss before. I don't even know if I've seen a video on anyone fighting this boss, to be honest. So let's just check the abilities out. A1 attacks one enemy, will ignore defense. Wow, ignores all the defense on its A1. That's insane, actually. So his A2 removes all debuffs from this champion, places a True Fear buff debuff on one random enemy, and then stuns everyone else. It can't be resisted, and he gets an extra turn. Also insane, that's on a 4-turn cooldown. Passive here, fills turn meter by 2% for every 1% that HP that they lose when attacked. This is counted from the damage taken per hit. I wonder if that means that poisons doesn't count for that. I think it does. And then another passive, obviously immune to all of the normal stuff, like all of the stuff that bosses are immune to. So actually, that's interesting. So for my team, I've got quite a lot of this going on. True Fear, stuns, freezes. So I can't do any of that stuff. Provokes. None of that's going to work here. So actually, I'm better off using a lot of A1s on these guys. So we do have reduced turn meter on his A1. See that big chunk of reduced turn meter there? I could do a reduce all turn meter. That will work, but I don't want to. I just want to reduce turn meter and try and get poisons up from his A1. This isn't going to do anything. So I may as well try and get decreased defense on. Probably won't land. Oh, it did land. That's great, actually. I'm going to go poisons up. I'm going to get another turn. I'm going to buff up my crit damage. Now, I don't know if there's any point me doing this. It might just hit harder than his A1, so I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, it does hit way harder. Okay, here comes all of those stuns and stuff. Can't resist that. Here comes a big slap. Wow, that damage. That damage hurts a lot. No point me doing that yet. I'm going to do that on his next go. Also, don't want to do it when you've got true fears going on. So here we go. Reduce his turn meter. Hopefully lands. Yes. I may as well... Oh, his decreased defense is gone. That's annoying. I really would have liked to hit this with a decreased defense on, but seeing the damage he's doing, I'm going to do it anyway. Bang. 93k, that's good. Bit of healing back. I'm going to go with his A2, so again I think it does more damage than his A1. Don't have a choice there. What's going on next? Oh, it hurts, mummy, it hurts. So here we go, more poisons up. That's what's going to do this for me now, I think. Get those poisons going. I don't think I'm going to do this with three stars because this guy's going to die. I don't think I've got a way of keeping him up. Pretty sure I haven't. So my aim right now is just to see if I can do it, let alone do it with 3 lives. 3 stars, I mean. Because this is going to be tough to do anyway. So let's get some healing and poisons going. I need this ability back. That's going to be back for the next turn. More poison. As much poison I can get, that's going to be how I do this. I think I just go A1. Got my A3 back. I'm going to use it because it does a chunk more damage. And we're doing pretty well here. So here comes the stuns. So I've got stuns everywhere again. Starts to slap this guy. She's just like, I don't know if that's a random hit. I think it might be just hitting random people. I'm going to reduce his turn meter here. Go with my A2. I'm going to heal and increase some turn meter. And then we're going to go for poisons, hopefully. Wouldn't have minded another one there. Oh, I really don't want Bad L to die. Bad L is kind of the guy who's going to keep me going, I think. With these extra poisons, it's really helpful. But we've got on here, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poisons. That's a lot, actually. It might be enough to finish him off. Oh, nearly. Nearly. But all the poisons have been cleansed. Yeah, he did go random. I think he's going random with that hit. Here we go again. There goes Bad L. We're very close to killing him here. I think we're going to take him down. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. First time I beat 21. Got myself a legendary tome and a 4-star speed jobby. Would have been nice to finish on a 6-star, but there you go. So that is cleaning out the faction wars. So I actually got a legendary book for finishing it, and then I also got one for getting my next one on the stars here. So that was really nice. So that is endgame faction wars. I probably have only got maybe 1 or 2 teams that could get anywhere near doing that, and it's not actually totally clean yet. So I've got, is that the only one I haven't cleaned out? Yeah, I've got this one I haven't cleaned out either. So I've got another 4 stars that I could possibly get from it, which would take me up to 63 stars for it. So if you look here, the only other ones I'm kind of close on, we've got my high elves. I think that's it really. Everyone else I'm kind of lagging behind, but it shows you what sort of team is needed to be able to take that boss down. And even then, I didn't take it down 3 stars. There you go. This has been Hell Hades. Hope you enjoyed that. Catch you soon.